Okay, hello. I'm here to show you how to play the game. A couple people in the thread wanted me to make a new tutorial since the one we have currently is a bit outdated. So I'm going to show you the basics of how to play the game, and then you'll have to learn the more advanced things as you go along. Okay. For this demonstration, I'm going to be having my hotkeys toggled off. That is usually I don't play with hotkeys toggled on, so I'm not an expert on that. I only know how to play with it toggled off. You move around with the arrow keys, up, down, left, right, same as always. To grab an item, left click. Now, you have two hands, left click and right, left hand and right hand. To cycle through, you cycle through your hands by using page up, left, right. You can put stuff down by clicking on a table, or you can put it in. Click a disposals unit, bring up a menu you'd left click on an object to bring up a menu, depending on the object. Certain objects are items, like this Bible, for example. What you do is you got two options. You can pick it up with it in your hand, select your empty hand, and click on the Bible, or click on the object, like a bag or a box, or in this case a book. And it'll show it's got an inventory slot. Second way to take a look at it is to drag, hold down left click and drag to your character, and this will bring up the same menu. Hotkeys will be page up to switch between hands, page down to activate an item, like this box. I can unwrap it by using page down with it selected, and it gives me a paper. Papers act the same way. You can use an object by using the by page down. Brings up a code. Or brings up whatever's on the paper or in the box or whatever. Let's see. Home lets you drop an object. Hit the home key, drops an object at your feet. You hit end. The end key allows you to throw something. Have the item selected in your hand, hit end, highlights the throw button, you toss it. Now for the, you have a certain number of slots here that you can equip items and such. You got two pockets, which carry small stuff. Backpack can carry bigger items. You get a PDA, which you could store a pen and your ID. By click the ID slot to get the ID, hold with the ID selected, click the PDA to store it. And place the PDA in your ID slot right there, and you'll be good to go. When you have a backpack or a belt equipped, simply drag the item over to your hand to unequip it, to put it in your hand. Then you can do what you usually do with it: pick it up, throw it, put it on. Let's see. Your other slots will be the suit slot, which will contain items that can fit inside of a suit. Like this, stuff like hard suits, space suits will have a slot for tanks. You got gloves, headset, things for your ears, hat, glasses, your suit, shoes, and a mask. You can hide the menu here by clicking on the backpack. You've got four different intents. Help intent, which will let you do beneficial stuff, like if you left click someone with help intent, you'll give them a hug. Or if you have surgical tools as a doctor, you can perform surgery using it. Disarm intent. If you left click on someone, you have a chance to either knock the item out of their hand or shove them over, like knock them onto the floor. If you hit your third key, use insert to cycle through the intents quickly. Third intent is grab. It has three types of grabs. There is passive grab, which lets you drag stuff. Grabs by the hand, which is slightly stronger. You can upgrade that to a neck grab, which will give you the option to either choke your target, or choke them to disarm, or to kill. What else we got? And then harm intent is directly causing damage, like punching someone. Usually you want to leave it on help intent so that people can pass by you if they're moving. What else we got here? You turn the light off. And to open a door, walk into it, or you can left click on it to open it. You need ID access. You need the your card gives you access for a door. In order to open the door, you need the right access, or you could break in by hacking the door, which I'll explain sometime else. This is just basic controls. What else we got? To type, you with hotkeys toggle off, you just type what you want at the bottom here. It'll say it. You hit enter to say, like that. If you want to talk on a radio, if you have a headset equipped, use semicolon and then you say what you want. Like, I don't know. Like that, something, blah blah blah, you know. If your radio has a specific channel, then you can access the channel by doing colon and then a letter. The letter corresponding to what the radio is. S for security, C for command, U for supply, M for medical. What else you got? If you got if you know a different language, it'll go for it. Like Vox, for example, of their own language. If you do colon V, and then you type. Currently, what else we got? Oh yeah, it's down here. Run and walk. Run has an increased movement speed, but you could slip if you find if there's water on the ground, or if someone leaves a banana peel or a space lube. You can toggle that to walk. You move slower, but you don't have to worry about falling over unless it's space lube. Interact with objects by left clicking. Left click on the things in the air alarm, for example, for a menu. Again, you need ID access in order to mess with it. Things like switches, switches, doors, objects. You can interact with them depending on if you left click. Right click allows you to see items like you can examine something, you can point to something, you can say I drop a couple things on the floor here. You can either right click to see the pile, which I don't suggest because it has a tendency to crash the game, or hold down alt click and hold down alt and left click on the ground to bring up a menu here that'll have your equipment on it. Then you can just left click, right click, you can mess with stuff. What else? I think I covered everything. I don't know. I gotta take a look here. Oh, if you have a ranged weapon, you can select it to either automatically shoot someone if you left click to fire the gun, or you can toggle it so that you can take someone captive by selecting them by left clicking while you have a gun equipped. And then these two options are to allow walking or to allow item use. Like you can toggle them on and off. If you're handcuffed and you manage to get away from someone, you can use this resist key, which will allow you to break free from someone's grasp. It'll allow you to unbuckle yourself, get rid of handcuffs. Most important, well, one of the more important things is a chair. To buckle yourself in, grab your character, drag, buckle. You can't move while you're buckled in a chair, and then if you want to leave, left click again to unbuckle yourself. What else we got here? Let me take a look. Someone might have died already, so I might be able to show you how to interact with other people. Nothing. Oh well. To interact with someone, like a backpack, you can click and drag onto your character. It'll allow you to see a menu of what their items are, and then you can just interact. You can take stuff off by clicking the spot where it is, like suits and such. Or you could put stuff on them if you have the item in it goes to the corresponding slot. I think that should be it. Like if there's an item here. Lockers you can unlock certain lockers. You need ID access for like the chaplain's locker, for example. I believe that should cover the basics. If you have any more questions, or if this isn't exactly thorough enough, let me know in the thread, or let me know. Let me know in the thread. I usually read this stuff anyway. Should be it.